Amanda Rivas and Sam Hernandez put together a montage of still photos around the campus and the city. The cool thing about this is that an interview plays during the montage and narrates the story.
I was originally brought to USF as a baseball player, and it's kind of interesting. I was going to visit my cousins in Half Moon Bay, who I never visit, and they coincidentally had a baseball camp at the same time, so I ended up coming and having a good showing, and I signed a letter of intent to play. So I've always been really into music, but baseball was at the forefront of my life. And then once I came to USF, I got paired with my roommate who was also on the team, who was also a musician. We'd end up just taking the weekends where we didn't have baseball practice and going over there and playing. And every night after baseball, we'd be in the room playing, listening to music. So Ghost Town Refugees was born out of Sonny and I being roommates, playing a lot of music together and developing a chemistry quickly and doing that. And we would just play outside and play around, so it was kind of like the law of attraction. People who were interested in music would come around, and we tried a few people out, but then we got a bass player who came around who we knew could play music. We used to play a lot of shows where we'd come and everyone would have all this fancy equipment and, 2,000 cymbals on the drum set and effects pedals, but we just kind of bring our bass and our guitar and our ratty drum set. But we got a lot of very positive reviews from people who really dig what we're doing and they want us to keep going with it. Oh, absolutely. I put a priority on music over schoolwork. Half the time in class, the teacher will say something or I'll hear something or think of something, so I'm just writing some lyrics or something. I know there's tons of kids out there that's doing it. I'm going to say that's not the worst thing you can be doing. So I was raised in a very musical family, but it was kind of interesting because it was all based around the church. My mom was raised by a Baptist pastor, and I was raised, going to church every week and sometimes on the weekdays too. And music is such a big part of church and of religion. They really like it, and I had been kind of negligent in sharing it with them before, where I was kind of conscientious about it. Like I wouldn't just openly sing around the house or do whatever, but I really came over that hump recently in the last year or so. And my mom always says she knows when Dennis is home, because first thing when I'm up, before I get out of my bed, I just start singing. Sometimes I'll dream about it, and it's very interesting because I'll have someone who visits me in a dream who plays something very interesting, and then I wake up and I try to capture what he was doing, and I can never really get it, It's like once you found it, it's gone. I'm so passionate about it, and I feel like I found my calling, and I'm so fortunate to be able to be doing this and to really enjoy it, that it's not so much of a concern for me where it ends up. It's more of like this journey I'm taking right now where I know that I want to be doing it, and I'm going to follow it, and I'm going to put everything into it, and if it all collapses, then I'll be out there singing on the street somewhere, in Bangkok or something.